Heard. Welcome, scholars. 2025, and we're kicking off. You know, we're not going to stop the content wheel. The Christmas tree is still here. I haven't decided what the hell to do with it yet, but people want the tree to stay, and I have ideas in the future, but eventually I'm probably going to go over here in the corner, or the couch that I never use. Anyways, you're wondering what's this episode about, and it's very simple. We're talking about Heard. Not Amber Heard, but we are talking about something not nearly as controversial, but still funny enough. Destiny 2's devs' one-word response infuriates players upset with the dawning event. It is comical. We are talking about how DMG, and we'll talk about the article, how we're talking about how the community managers, and just like, I think the response from Bungie for the past year has been summed up in one word: heard.
We at Bungie, we hear you. We understand exactly how you feel. We heard. We're herding you like cows to the slaughter.
Anyways, let's jump into the article. We'll talk more. I have a lot to say. Destiny 2 is not in the fittest of shapes right now. You'd almost say it shouldn't be their final shape. I know, that was lame. The game used to be absolutely beloved with players eager to come back on a daily basis, but right now, Destiny 2 has really let itself go with the community becoming even more exacerbated every day. It has been a pretty torrid end to the year, and players have become ticked off by a Destiny 2 developer's one-word response to the complaints over the dawning event. I think that's an understatement. I think with how many new games are coming out and how Bungie has treated Destiny and the community, and you've got to think, it's not just the vets that are leaving Destiny. The player base has hit a historic low. People love to discount this, but you cannot disagree with data that you have. This is what, like, oh, numbers don't matter. Then why does it every year we do the census? By the way, I correct myself, it's every 10 years. But why do you think they do that? Why do you think we do a census every 10 years for the population? Because numbers matter, dumbass. I'm sorry. I love people who, like, they need to go back to high school and learn why numbers matter. Not just basic math, but in population. Why do numbers matter? Oh no. While 2024 has been fairly abysmal, Bungie has outlined the 2025 roadmap with events and occasions for players to anticipate. It all starts with Revenant Act 3 on January 7th. Then shortly after, there will be an update full of several big buffs and nerfs. We cannot wait for Revenant Act 3 to begin, as right now D2 feels dead. The dawning event hasn't been very good, and the Destiny 2 community have definitely vented their frustrations online. And here's the thing, we were talking a lot about the dawning, but you could say it through the entire year. It's not just Revenant. It was also Echoes in the final shape. Like, obviously the final shape was the climax of the 10-year saga. But, and here's the big but, the segue into the new year was just bad. Like, talk about, like, ending your big story, and then there's just nothing. People forget there was just massive silence about the future of Destiny. Like, I don't even think Bungie knew what to do until like close to the mid of this episode of Echoes, and they're like, hey, by the way, we're gonna do this. Hey, surprise. It's a surprise for us too. We didn't think we'd continue with it. We thought we were going to do Marathon, but we ended up pushing Marathon back a year, which, by the way, we haven't heard anything about Marathon. On the Destiny the game subreddit, OP MG Bridges 70 created a post saying, the dawning event discourages me from playing the seasonal activities. The OP elaborated, I get more essence of dawning and gifts in return from Vanguard or Gambit playlists than I do from Onslaught or Tomb of Elders. Tomb is particularly stingy. This seems odd. A lot of replies agree with the original poster. Some of the most upvoted replies include, the dawning event discouraged me from playing the entire game, while another said the dawning discourages players from doing any activity. I think I'm not going to regurgitate on the dawning. We've done so many videos on the dawning, but I think the dawning is a perfect example of minimal effort and the lack of care. And I think that is what people who have been around long enough, they're not stupid. Even new players aren't stupid. When you can't play the activity, you like, imagine going to a game and your first experience is not being able to actually do anything in that activity. Oh, what? They have a Christmas event? That's exciting, and you can't do it. Wow. I'm sorry. Like that's a horrible like presentation of your game. Like, hey, this is what you should expect from our game in the future. It doesn't function. It has bugs. You're going to get tarred out. You're not going to be able to do any of these activities. Like, we have to look at data. The player base is at its lowest. There's currently a sale, and it ends, I think, tomorrow. A sale, I think 2 days, actually. There's a sale going on for Destiny, and no one's buying it. Like, new players and returning players and veterans are all leaving. And no one's coming back in. No one's filling those shoes. People, they're at the game. So new people who've never experienced Destiny, all the expansions, all the content is on sale. That tells you that no one is interested in this game. Even people who've never played this game are not interested in this game because the population is not going up when it should on a sale. The whole, oh, well, there's newer games out. Yeah, but if you're a new player who's never played Destiny, Destiny is a new game. So if the new people who would be new players don't even want to buy the game, there's a problem with that. I just peeked my mic, but there's a problem right there for you. It's mind-numbing that people don't understand. Its legacy that is spread through the gaming community is Destiny is not in a good place. No one's going to touch this game because of, oh, well, I keep seeing people post on Twitter about the cheaters. I keep seeing people post about, oh, the glitches and the bugs and how people are getting guitared out and they can't even have access. I saw this video of this guy who tried to do this mission. He paid for this exotic mission and it says he can't do it. That's bullshit, man. Why would I give you that company my money when I can't play the activity I paid for? Like, that is the stuff that people don't stop to think about. You are presenting the game in the shittiest form possible. No one's gonna buy it. Like, I'm sorry, no one's gonna buy it. Word of mouth spreads. We're no longer in 2000s where we're like, oh, it's Bungie, it must be good. No, it's, oh, I just looked at Twitter and 30,000 people are talking about how bad this game is. Man, I shouldn't waste my money on it. And then we come to the pinnacle, the main part of this video, the responses. Bungie's response to it. A lot of replies with the original operators. Some of the most upvoted replies include the dawning discouraged me from playing, the activities, yada, 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 right? Bungie's global community lead, DMG4, responded with a simple message, heard. Unfortunately, this was responded with lots of frustration from players. You know what's bad is when your legacy as a developer there's the statement that is used as like a meme, as a bad kind of meme, not like a good meme. We hear you is synonymous with Bungie. Like, everyone knows that Bungie, the tagline is, we hear you. That and over delivery. That's another one. That will always go on every Bungie employee's gravestone. We hear you, beware of over delivery. We're going to continue on with the, now I'll talk more. Comment by Bridges from discussion. One user told the global community lead that it doesn't matter now as the event is wrapped up. This has been a common complaint for years. Another user lamented, don't worry, they won't have it fixed for next year's either. And I think this is important to talk about, guys. Like, it's not just the dawning. We've had years of this. Why is it just now being heard now? Heard. Okay, what about the other years? Why we just, like, I think I would be more impressed with Bungie if they just were honest. Instead of gaslighting the community, instead of just saying heard, oh, we hear you. Like, stop giving us this filler bullshit that no one cares about and be honest. You know what? We can't afford it. Our attention is 100% on Marathon. We want to make sure that it's released. We don't want to have a half-baked game. So that's why we're not putting as much effort into the free things. We apologize. Once Marathon is kicked off, we'll go back to reinvigorating Destiny. I mean, listen, I know people are like, well, they're just going to piss everyone off to saying that. They already are. What are you talking about, Pete? How low can you think the player base can get? It's not like they can't go anywhere below that. I mean, they can, but like, let's be honest. It's better to be honest to the people who are stupid enough to stick around or have Stockholm syndrome. Like, it might as well just be 100 up front. I'm just saying. Lastly, users were not thrilled with the response being one word. Replies including comments such as classic Bungie maximum effort even in staff responses And this comment is a great representation of how shitty the leadership and community representatives at Bungie are. It is very clear that the players are not happy with the dawning event. The good news is that this ends December 31st. The bad news is that the removal basically results in a dead week until the start of Revenant Act 3. This whole situation is just a signal of what's from. Like, it's funny we've gone full circle because it used to be Bungie wouldn't say anything to us and they would use, oh, well, we've gotten death threats as an excuse to why they don't talk to us. But the responses we are getting are just the most useless generic trash. Heard. Man, I'm glad you heard that. I gave you criticism. Heard. How long have you been hurting? How long have you been hurting, bud? But what's even worse is that Frontiers, Bungie said we're going into the dark for a while about Frontiers. Why? That is the opposite of what you need to be doing with your community right now. Right now, you need to be communicating every little thing, every little thought process that's going into the future of Destiny. The people you want to give you feedback about. Hey guys, we're spitballing. This is what we're thinking about. We haven't finalized this. What do you think? Oh, gee, Bungie, I think that's a great idea, but maybe you should do we would love to see this. Oh, thanks for that idea. We'll take it into the team and troubleshoot it. Like, being silent about the update that may very well determine the fate of the game itself, whether it's going to be successful or no one comes back. Like, the player base is only getting lower. Like, if I Google Destiny 2 Steam charts, like, someone posted a picture. Destiny Farming Simulator has more players than Destiny 2. Farming Simulator. People would rather play Farming Simulator than Destiny 2. Let that kick in, huh? Like, it is almost like, even on other consoles, it was like 50K altogether with all consoles together. That's bad. That's really bad. Especially if you have to stop and think that Bungie financially is only on Destiny. That's it. So if you only have 50K players, where's your money coming from, Bungie? I don't know, but it looked pretty bad. I don't know. It looks pretty bad. But what's worse? On the screen, we continue on the saga of Bungie making lovely choices. DMG response. Many apologies signed in during holidays expressed that feedback was being heard and recorded. Bitch, that is not what you said. I'm sorry. I don't like, and it's not GMG specifically, though I don't like him specifically because he gaslights a lot more than other community managers. The community managers in general, I don't like because their job is to do the corporo speak, right? They have to make everything sound and look good. There's no real honesty that you can ever expect from a community manager. I'm sorry. Maybe Warframe is the exception because they really do talk to their community and also their CEO, and they're basically the whole executives who are participating in the game actually play their game and stream. Like, that's an exception. I want to make it clear. Warframe is the exception that no one else does. Not even like Fortnite, I think, does that. But it is a very good exception that I would love to see Bungie do. But let's be honest, that bridge is sunk years ago. I don't trust community managers. And DMG is like one of the worst. He's been caught multiple times gaslighting. Back on Waitgate, they literally tried to water it down. I get it. He said, yes, we didn't do it intentionally, but the entire time he's saying we didn't do it intentionally is disregarding the fact that it was happening. Waitgate was something that was actually in the game. It was broken. And the entire time they're doing damage control, Bungie and the community managers are all just watering down the situation, saying, hey, it's not happening. We're moving on. Bitch, no, the community solved your problem and showed you, hey, you can't ignore facts. It is a problem. And it's just, we have years of Bungie, posting things, trying to make it seem like it's better than it's not. Looking at silver linings, toxic positivity, gaslighting. It is hard to trust Bungie. I would just rather them be upfront and honest instead of giving me corpo speak, because corpo speak isn't what's going to bring your company, your players back. So we have DMG who's saying, I wanted to express feedback was being heard and recorded. That is not what you said. All you said was heard. You didn't even mention that it was being recorded or documented. You just said heard. Like, What are we just, again, gaslighting? You said one thing. Oh, what I really said was heard and recorded. No, you didn't. You are gaslighting again. You got caught with your pants down. You pissed everyone off because you didn't see that people are upset with how the state of the game is, but you tried to be like, oh, we heard. You're better off just not saying anything. If you're not going to put effort to actually care. By the way, caring is not just saying we hear you. That's why it's a meme. It's taking actual action, taking the feedback and doing something with it. That's what people need to see. In 2025, the only way that Destiny will be successful is if they acknowledge and give their thoughts on the feedback. I want actual thoughts on real feedback. What are your thoughts on the Dawning? Players don't like it. People are upset about it. What are your thoughts? What are your plans, your actions? What are you going to do? Give it to me. Give me the basic outline. Give me your spitball. I'm spitballing a thought. This is not a guarantee. This is not what it's actually going to be. But if I were going to maybe start a train of thought and discussion with the team, maybe it will look like X, Y, and Z. Something. Give the players something. Again, you have to give your players what they want. It's not like Call of Duty or Fortnite. We have millions of players who get upset, but they come back. This is Destiny. This is more of a niche kind of game. I'm sorry. Let's say it. Destiny is a niche kind of genre game. It is not popular. It is not successful in the scheme of like other games. Hell, I think even though Halo has a worse player count, it's more successful than Destiny because it's Halo. It has got the name brand. That's why it's actually surviving. Destiny only has Bungie, and that's it. That's the only thing. The name of Bungie is what's keeping this game alive, and the fact that there isn't anything else in the same genre, like the one-for-one, like Warframe is giving it competition now, but it's not a one-for-one replacement. That's a lot of people are hesitant to just jump ship to Warframe because it's not the one-for-one. They want that one-for-one. And if anyone, and I challenge anyone out there as a developer, please make a one-for-one. I think competition is the best thing possible, and that's what Bungie needs, is competition to get their heads out of their asses and actually put effort into Destiny. But yeah, we'll make sure to explain a bit more when responding to future threads. I just thought this was funny. And so we're gonna look through the comment section before we wrap up. Let's zoom in. Let's go. Hi, we're at this camera now. We're gonna just scoop right through. All right, DMG, heard. Yep, heard. Don't apologize to us. Apologize to Skeletor. As a day one beta returning player after years after away, I'm having a blast. I get that there are legitimate frustrations that the veteran community have raised, and I'm sure with more time, I'd agree with at least some of them. That said, I think it's important for you to know that there are many of us who are enjoying our time in game and actually having fun. The gunplay is as good as I remember. Best in the biz. Thank you, and Happy New Year's. Best in the biz because it's the only one in the biz doing what Destiny's doing. Like the gunplay is fantastic, but again, this is like, hey, I know there's problems, but you should listen to me. Again, I hate new players. I'm sorry, I hate new players. I try not to do it too when I play new games, and I try to keep track of what's going on with the developers because I don't want to praise the wrong people. This is disregarding, like, I'm having fun, so you should listen to me and not the actual people with frustrations. I don't know. I feel like, thank you. Like, I just hope you're having fun, but the second you feel apathy doing things, don't force yourself to keep playing. You will resent the game. No, you'll resent Bungie. You won't resent the game. You'll resent Bungie. It's great you're having fun, but that doesn't mean the plethora of issues in-game aren't driving the majority of players away. I still enjoy playing from time to time, but the game is EOL. That's a fact. I mean, it's cool that you come back and see all these stuff to do, but it really doesn't change the fact that the game has so many glaring issues right now that Bungie needs to do something drastic. Like, I've seen people having error codes nonstop. People are complaining about not being able to find raids. Like, it is, when you have a grander impact to the community, such as people leaving, you're going to start seeing systems where, again, PvP, more cheaters are going on. You're also going to see less people engaging in activities like raids, which I would say are some of the biggest draws to the game. I think raids personally is one of the things that I have not seen any other game replace to the closest thing was maybe Colossi fights and the First Ascendant, like they're big baddies. It was really fun and exciting, but it's still not this one-for-one replacement of Destiny raids. Let's see what else. The classic saying something extremely simple and it gets misconstrued, misrepresented, and used against you. I'm sorry, Jake. I have always been like trying to be neutral, but this is the most Bungie ball fondler statement I have ever seen. Gert. Something extremely simple and gets misconstrued. It wasn't being misconstrued, misinterpreted. He just said heard. What do you mean? How do you misinterpret a single word? Heard. It's the fact that there wasn't more to it. The fact that we've heard the statement, we hear you. Like, context matters, and this is like, first time. Let's see what people have to say about this, because I feel like this is the most ball fondling I've ever seen. And I haven't seen much from Grenadier Jake. Usually it's the opposite where he's criticizing, but this is like, what are you talking about? Wish DMG can just type Pingus and we all say, hell yeah. Bro, it's literally 30 millionaires playing video games and constantly playing the victim. Anyone would take your trade-off, buddy. Says the shit talker. Bros always find a way to make Bungie drama about him. Yes, you was the victim, Jake. When you talk shit about someone owning you, that's it. Yeah, people don't like Jake. I think, I'm going to be honest, he should not post stuff like this. Like, you are not reading the room. You are absolutely disregarding serious complaints. I just gluck 5,000. What was that one word response? Exactly. You have all this plethora of like feedback and your only response is heard. Again, it is the impact of the implication that you did not care enough to elaborate anything except just heard. And it's also the context of history, the fact that this has been ongoing, that you've heard over years, and we're still seeing similar issues, and the game is getting worse. Again, appreciate you and what you do. Hope you have whatever. Calling again for a new for season of fixes. I've heard this. I want to talk about this. This is actually something that's been presented by a lot of people. Calling again for a season of fixes. No new content. It breaks anyways. It's true. Stabilize everything currently in the game. Address all bugs, glitches. Do not touch oob things for speedrunning. Okay. Unless it's truly broken. After the game is in good shape, i.e. physical, why is it that I can still watch any gameplay, cinematic, cutscene, or listen to any song track and be instantly itching to play Halo Reach and before, and yet Destiny 2 just cannot do the same for me? Now or ever. You have lost staff and soul. I've always said that they've lost passion. You are not what you once were. But that doesn't mean you can't find the Halo paralleling path that hits... Dude, there's only 2 dudes that worked at Halo, and they're probably the worst 2 dudes to have running in the company. I continue to play Destiny through the years, mainly for PvP. No words to say here. Everyone knows that what's wrong, how to fix it, but y'all don't. That's the issue. God dang. So fix bugs, unless those bugs are something you're okay with abusing. Stay of the community for this game, man. Y'all sinking ship. Instead of jumping off, you're asking for nonsensical things, but bug fixing isn't going to save this game. I think it's true. I think it does. It's a quarter of the issue. The community has obviously never seen this episode of The Office. Bummer that folks are so wound up and won't give themselves a break. Hope the holidays were good. Me thinks, why waste time say a lot of words when few words do trick? I think it's okay to say words, but people are taking a break. If you look again, here's your data. People are taking break. People go take breaky. They don't play gamey. So it's already happening. I love this game. Hoping the best for Bungie in 2025. Hoping all Zim, Cronus, MNK players on console will be banned forever. Yeah, good luck with that. At some point, we got to get something more than just the repetitive "we hear you" and occasional nothing burger for a twab. Bam! There it is. This statement encapsulates the entire thing. Give us a twab that isn't just some nothing bullshit burger. Give us actual details. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking about Frontiers? How are you going to engage with the community in this aspect of, we know that we have cheaters. This is what our thoughts are about cheaters. This is what we're trying to think about doing. Obviously, we can't give you step by step because we don't want to tell the cheeser what we're doing. But this is the train of thought in general that we're going to give you. What about the bugs? Well, we're working on X, Y, and Z. What about the future, like the festival or future events? What are you going to do about that? well, we're thinking about blah, 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 blah. We don't have time to do that because of Marathon. Once Marathon kicks off, we can be more engaging, blah, blah, blah. You know, conversations, these are simple, easy to do things that give insight, find a concern, give a thought on it, let the community know what your thoughts are on it. That's all you got to do. And that's what you got to do. Like, this isn't, like I said, if they were Fortnite or Call of Duty, they can get away with not communicating with their community. But they're not. This is a niche game zone. Destiny is not popular. It's really not. It really, really isn't. As much as people find a game that they love and they want it to be popular and they smell their own farts, it's not popular. People do not respect Destiny. When you tell most people, if you bring up Destiny, they think dead game. And that's just not a meme. That's literally what people think. They think Destiny's a dead game, or I'm surprised that's still around, or I completely forgot that game exists. The only time people notice Destiny exists is when there's drama. And that's it. And that's why most people watch my videos, funny enough, is it's not the game they care about, it's the drama that's funny and entertaining. So here's cheers to you. You know who you are. Cheers. I don't have a drink, but I'll imagine I'm cheering to you. But man, like can we please get in 2025, can we stop fondling Bungie's balls when it comes to real criticism? Can we stop ignoring the problems and acting like Bungie isn't doing the best that they should be doing? Can we stop with Bungie giving us half-butt answers and not actually caring? Like, stop hurting us and actually take action or respond in a way that is satisfactory. Give us insight that you are acknowledging and what ways you're trying to acknowledge that feedback. Going dark is the worst thing that Bungie has ever said. Like, no one's talking about that, but that is literally the worst thing. It's worse than just saying herd. The fact that they said, we're going dark for a while. No, you should be out in the open, constantly talking about, we should have forums, or we should have like twabs or blogs about concepts and ideas. So you need to be interacting with your consumers. I don't understand Bungie where they're making this decision. They're changing a lot of things and then they're going dark, but instead of getting the community involved, and sure, they're inviting content creators. Bitch, don't listen to the content creators. Hell, I'm barely, the only reason you'd even think about listening to me is because I'm not working. This isn't a job for me. I do get paid now, but I don't get, it's not like I'm out here paying my house bill. I'm out here driving a nice car. Like, I'm not playing Destiny for a living. I'm a player. I'm a consumer of content. I'm more your designated person you should be focusing on. So you shouldn't be paying people to come out to your company and then give feedback. You need to be in the community, jump right into it, and listen to the people who are actively playing your game, who aren't doing it for a living. Those are the people you need to listen to. Stop the bullshit of, we got the creator summit. Fuck the summit. Fuck all that. You need to be in the community. Dig right into the trenches with everyone else and listen to what people have to say. That's how you build a better game. That's how you bring players back. When you acknowledge that your players are leaving, you dive into the trenches to try to bring them back. And that's not what we're hearing with Herd. That's my thoughts. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Obviously, a lot of people obviously, there's the people that are going to fondle Bungie's balls about it, and there's people that are like, yeah, I might play full time and make D2 second. Love to hear the hope. All the raid team you laid off doesn't go help Warframe make raids because you're cooked. Yeah, I didn't realize. So Astrocross made this statement. I might play Warframe full time and make D2 second. God dang. I'm saying, and that's mentality. And it's not even that. People have gone to make Destiny second while they play Marvel Rivals, which is a free-to-play game that also is funner. Fortnite, people. I've been playing Fortnite. We can list games that people are jumping ship for because they actually respect their community and actually are functioning. I think that's the bare minimum. It's sad when we're talking about the bare minimum of what makes a game good. Functioning should be like already implied, but with Destiny, we're setting new records and new grounds of what we should expect. Instead of having quality, like good quality content that's fun, we just hope that we can actually access and play that said content first. I'm a security counselor. Now we're starting to rant, so that's where I'm going to say peace. Have yourself a good one.